what got me out of it. Now, there's different things people do, different outreaches that they can do. So what worked for me, right? May not work for others, but what worked for me, I had no choice but to like get on my knees and pray. I'm not kidding you. Like I prayed and prayed and prayed. Like, God, help me. This cannot be. Yeah. I cannot live in this darkness. I'm in darkness and I feel lost without you. And I remember I literally stuck into the word almost obsessively. Like I started to write. I would open my Bible and just write the verses. Yeah. I just open and just write and write and write and write. My job gave me 5 months of parental leave. It was a new experiment they were doing. They were checking. They went from 3 months to 5 months, and it was one of the first years. I was just really lucky. So I was like, what am I going to do for 5 months? I'm this person that goes. Like I'm a career-driven individual, so I have a routine. And all of a sudden, my routine's interrupted, and now I don't even work, and I couldn't see myself without working, right? But I would just that's where
workaholics feel the most productive is when they're working.
When I'm working, right? So it made sense that I would get the Bible and just write down Bible verses. Like if I'm doing something and just write. Singing. I would sing and praise, turn on the radio and praise and worship. But one of the Bible verses that I remember that helped me is like, life is like a vapor. One day it's here and the next day it's not. That hit me like a ton of bricks, because that's what I was experiencing. And then, of course, I did have to come to terms with myself because I was not making it, Gabe. I had to talk to my family. I talked to my sister and her husband. Her husband is a minister in Houston, Pastor Reverendo Armando Pérez, with Iglesia Visión Nueva Vida. And I told him I need help now, and he opened his doors. He's from Houston, right? So I meet my ex and we drove immediately. I said, I need to go now. Like now, I screamed. Sure. I screamed. I need now. Like I just want to blink and be there. Yeah. And so he did. We just went, grabbed the baby stuff, and left. I was that desperate. And I was talking to him, and I started telling him about all of this, and he started telling me about having hope in Christ, and he would help me. Like he would help me see things. And one of the things he says that I remember him telling me is like, do you ever lose your salvation? If your baby's yours, right? She's your blood. She's your blood, right? Yeah. Like, well, if you're saved, you got the blood of Christ. Like that you can never not be his child anymore. Because I started thinking all these miserable things, right? And so he was helping me throughout a lot, iron out a lot of my doubt, a lot of my fears, and going, the lifespan and the hopelessness, like loving this baby and then just not being able to enjoy it because we're all going to die. Yeah. So I had to seek help, psychological help.